Hello, Buccaneer fans. Welcome to today's afternoon game between the Des Moines Buccaneers Junior Whites and the Chesterfield Falcons. Chesterfield comes to us from just outside of St. Louis, Missouri. They defeated the Des Moines Blue Bantam Bucs last night by a score of 2-1. Whereas your Des Moines Buccaneer white team defeated the Chicago Stallions 3-2. This should set up to be another excellent matchup for each team. Chesterfield is in the other pool, so this is our crossover game. The game tonight against Kirkwood is the last of our pool games, which will determine where and what time this team will play for tomorrow. We are here in Lake Delton at the Poppy Waterman Ice Arena. There is a nice little platform here at Center Ice, which we'll show you here in a little bit. However, I do not have a view of the scoreboard. There's only one scoreboard here in the arena, and I do not have a view of it. So I will be trying to do my best to give you time updates, score updates that we'll have in the screen. We're about 30 seconds to go until we get the warm-ups done and teams start getting ready for action. It is a nice facility here in Lake Delton, just a few blocks away from our current hotel. Hope everyone's enjoying their day wherever you're at. Woke up today to a beautiful winterish morning. It warmed up pretty quickly, but the winds have changed coming out of the north now, and you can feel the cold twinge in the air. That'll be a far cry from yesterday. Here's our first look at the ice for you. The Bucs are going to be wearing their reds with red Breezers red socks. They are all red with a tint of blue in the jersey. Chesterfield is wearing black with black Breezers, black socks, and a tint of red and white. So black on red in this game. Here is the view of the arena. So I'm not sure if you can see just the very top of the numbers there. That's the scoreboard. You see it better than I can with the camera where it's at, but I will be peeking my head around a little bit just to give you updates on times. In goal for this game will be Uriah Ford. There's Chesterfield. There's the big long heating pad, the heating pole right above all the bleachers. Little viewing area with some arcade games for the kids down at that end. Again, I don't own any of the rights to the music that you hear playing. All the artists and whatnot get all the credit for that. So we will get hockey here. Just a few seconds. And there's the puck drop. Aiden Lambert out there with Boston E-Wing. Brody Burns, number 95. Defense is Cole Teese and Cam Hentz to start. Offsides, Chesterfield. Neutral zone face-off. A little change in the lineup today. Wes Main is out due to a prior conflict. And Graham Herron is sliding into the forward role for that line. Chesterfield with it in their own end. Sends it through the neutral zone, flicked on. Hence with the little body in the corner. Ewing sends a long diagonal to Burns. Burns flicks it into the zone. Lambert can't keep it in, going the other way. Bucs in a change. Offsides. Lucky break there for the Bucs. And we'll get another neutral zone faceoff. Chesterfield with it, push right into Ford's glove, and frozen for a faceoff. Out on the ice right now, Deacon Benning, Evan Burke, Gavin Hazel. Puck free of the zone. Kenny Chisel's out here also. Blake Reckhemper with the puck in front of his own net. It's going to draw a penalty. We're going to get a cross check from behind. Bucs draw the first power play of the game. Just a few minutes in, 11:45. 2 minutes up on the clock, so we'll be going, looks to be 13-minute stop clocks again. Face-off shot, rocketed through. Heron with it at the top, Burns with it at the top of the dots. Over to Kaiser. Kaiser sends it to Ewing in the slots. Bucs can't keep it in. Kaiser and Hentz back to retrieve for an icing. Come down the other direction. Face off to the left of the Chesterfield goalkeeper. Burns Ewing, Hentz keeps it in at the top of the dot, takes the shot well wide of the mark. Heron there to retrieve on the far side. Misplayed the pass to Hentz. Puck is free of the zone. Hentz carries it back in for the Bucs. Backhand to Ewing. Puck is cleared out in a hurry. Going to get an icing. Couple changes for the Bucs here. Hentz, Lambert, Burns, Ewing, Kaiser. A little over a minute left to go on the power play. Boston stands up at the dot. Puck squirts free to the neutral zone. Give chase by Cam Hentz. Kaiser back there with it. Chesterfield with some pressure. Hentz pass is intercepted at the blue line. Burns there as the back check. Onside puck shot in on net. Hits the side of the net. Weak pass. Tried to clear the zone. Puck goes across the goal mouth. Kaiser there pokes it away. It's the official coming the near boards to Lambert. Can't keep it in. Hentz tries to clear to Burns at the blue line. Can't get it. Puck goes into the corner. 20 seconds left on the power play. Puck's down in the corner. Hentz leads the breakout with Lambert and Burns. Centering pass by Hentz intercepted. Burns with it. Burns carries it around behind the glass over to Walked on the far side. Penalty is over. Burns down in, Lambert in the corner. Out to Walk, top of the dots. Still back to Lambert. Sends it up to Teese. Teese pass is intercepted. Falcons clear. Reckhemper back to retrieve. Take it behind his own net. Backhands it to Teese. Teese carries it in and gets leveled for his troubles. Centering pass broken up. Puck stays in the zone briefly. Walked with it. Up to Walker on the near side. Long diagonal pass. We're going to get an icing call. Both teams at full strength. Looks to be just under 9 minutes to go here in the first period. Benning with the face-off over to Teese. Teese with a shot on net, gobbled up by the Falcons goalie and frozen for a face-off. Good opportunity there by Teese. Just get it on net, get it low. Hope for a rebound. Benning into the circle. Reitkemper ready for it in the high slot if needed. Puck comes around the bends. Reitkemper tries to keep it in at the blue line, can't do it. Burke there to retrieve. Benning stood up. Falcons go the other way into the offensive zone. Falcons with it in the far dot, takes a shot, hits the defender, squirts wide into the corner. Bounces away from Walker, but able to clear the zone. We're going to get an offsides. Lambert, Ewing, Burns, Hentz, and Hazel out on the ice right now. Puck goes into the penalty box. Face-off will come out to Ford's left. With Graham moving up to the forwards, the defense is on a 5-man rotation for this game. There's a hot shot from the point. Whistle blown inadvertently. Referee thought Uriah had it, hit its chest and bounced over to the corner. Ref goes, my bad. Falcons win the face-off. Puck is loose. Sends it around the boards. Hazel there for the Bucs. Wins the puck, sends it up, down the ice. Icing's going to be the call. Puck was rolling a little bit, rolled just to the wide of the net. Anything on target would have been good for the Bucs. Walker tries to clear it at the point, can't do it. Walk there for help. Heron and Walker walked up to Heron. Heron's going along the right side into the dots, takes a shot, hits the post, and goes up and over the net. Great opportunity for the Bucs. Great pass from Walk to Heron. Takes the shot, hits the crossbar, and bounces up and over the glass. Puck hit up in the air. Teese can't keep it in. Kaiser back for the Bucs. Teese hits it off the wall. Backside, that's a goal. Falcons got in on the backside on Ford. And that was too easy. Falcons get on the board first, 1-0. That was a struggle for the Bucs last night also, with Chicago scoring both their goals. Somebody hanging out on the backside, uncovered. Kaiser tries to clear, hits a Falcon in the skate at the blue line, carries in down past the goal line. Ford uses his stick, pushes it away. Puck is loose. Heron's going to grab it on the half wall. Take it in along the far boards in front of his own net, or in front of his own bench. Backhands it over to Walker. Walker with a zero angle shot. Walked, not Walker. Walked with a zero angle shot. Gets the game tied. Heron bringing it along, passes it over to Walked. Walked takes it down to the end line, takes it right over the goalie's right shoulder into the net. And we are now tied 1-1. Great answer, Grant Walked. Six and a half minutes to go here in the period. Burke bringing it up along the near boards, flying through the neutral zone into the offensive zone, dumps it in below the net, chases to the half wall, kept in by, not kept in. Close to being kept in by Cam Hentz. Falcons with it, chips it up ahead, center ice, Hentz there. Battle along the boards. Bodies flying, Burke's on the ice. Benning jumps in at the blue line. Hentz finally retrieves. Lifts it high over, no icing. Shizzle giving chase. Falcons reverse path behind the net. Pass it up. Ray Kemper is there. Burke is also back checking. There's a shot blockered away by Ford. Ray Kemper passes it out to the neutral zone. Benning giving chase. Puck left behind. Shizzle gets a stick on it. Shizzle with it at the half wall. Into the boards, into the corner. Puck goes to the far side. Hentz can't keep it in on the point. Ewing tries to pass to Benning, intercepted at center ice. Falcons carry it in while they're in for a change. Reckhemper clears the zone. Ewing pressures. Shizzle off the ice for Burns. Reckhemper with it. Puck bouncing back and forth right now. Burns with it at center ice, passes it back to Hentz. Puck goes behind Lambert. Hentz still with it, over to Burns, center ice, carry the zone. Burns meets up two Falcons, gets sandwiched. Burns is down. We'll go away. We'll go to center ice here. Burns gets sandwiched between two Falcons. Movement from his hands. Burns now rolling over to his back on his own power. Coach Hentz talking to him. Helps up. Looks like he's might be holding something gingerly. But he looks to be okay. Back to action. 4:24 left here in the first. Game tied 1-1 thanks to a goal by Grant Walked moments after the Falcons scored. Walker, and Heron out on the line, along with Hazel and Kaiser. Kaiser tries to clear it, hits Ford. Heron's trying to stick handle too much in his own zone. Puck is loose, walked with it. Gets checked from behind, and we're going to get another cross check. We're going to get roughing, is what the signal was, but from behind, regardless. Benning, Burke, Hazel, Kaiser, Shizzle out there. Four minutes to go here in the period. Benning back to Hazel at the point. Hazel sends in a shot that's blocked by a Falcon. Sends it all the way down the ice. No icing. Kaiser's there. Takes it behind his own net. Sends it up to Shizzle at the blue line. Benning to Shizzle, Burke to Shizzle. Benning back onside. Shizzle backhands to Benning at the dot. Takes a shot. Blocked by a Falcon. Shizzle behind the net. Centering pass to Burke. Hits the left cross the post. Bounces free. Great play by Red. Falcons are going the other way with it. Burke with it. Up to Benning. Benning shot low. Deflects wide. Shizzle not there for the rebound. Tease keeps it in. Over to Shizzle. Shizzle gets leveled. Goes the other way. Falcons pressuring. Over to Benning. Flicks it out of the zone. We're going to get an offsides. Good call. 45 seconds left to go on the power play. 2:45 left here in the first period. We've got Ray Kemper, Lambert, Ewing, Heron, and Teese on the ice right now. Ray Kemper over to Heron, can't control the high pass, finally gathers it, carries it in the offensive zone, gets taken down from behind, no call. High up in the air, we're going to get an icing call. And we'll get another face-off. 30 seconds left to go in the power play. Clearing attempt, blocked by Heron. Over the glass. Ewing wings the puck. Heron over to Reckamper in the high slot. Takes a shot, misses wide left. Heron's still there. Stick handles to the circle. Heron with the shot, misses wide to the right. Penalty is over. Falcons with it, drop pass intercepted by Heron during a change. Over to Ewing, pushes it ahead momentarily. Falcons retrieve. Dump the puck high over the glass. We're going to get under 2 minutes to go here in the first period. Still tied 1-1, Bucs Falcons. Hence with it along the far side. Kaiser clears it to Walk. Walk is taking it behind his net. Walk with the build-up over to Shizzle, center ice, flicks it ahead. Puck off a skate. Kaiser over in front of his own bench, sends it out of the zone. Up to Walked. Shizzle with it from the dot. Turnaround shot misses wide to the left. Gathered up by the Falcons behind their own net. Under a minute to play. Here in the first period, Falcons send it. Walked is back over to Kaiser. Kaiser tries a centering pass. We're in a change, and we're going to go the other way. Shot hits the post. Kaiser there. Pushes it away. Opportunity for the Falcons. Hits the post. Icing not going the other way, referee says. Hit a Falcon on the way through. Diagonal pass through center ice. Benning there disrupts briefly. 8 seconds to go here in the period. Falcons with it at center ice. Shot from the blue line hits Hazel. Lambert clears it on the zone. And we have a 1-1 tie here at the end of the first. We'll be back in just a moment. Back here at the start of the second period. Falcons with it below their end line, centering pass. Good to see Brody Burns back out there. Puck is loose. Burns with it. Hazel carries it through the neutral zone into the attacking zone. Takes a shot on net, misses wide to the left. Loud noise in the corner. Everyone's still on their feet. Falcons with it. Ewing keeps it in for the Bucs. Falcon carrying it out this time. Up to Ray Kemper. Ray Kemper diagonal to Burns. Burns, Lambert, and Ewing. Burns loses it from behind. Got a delayed penalty here. Once touched up by, we're going to get a slash, looks like, on Burns. Bucs are going to go on a penalty kill for the first time today. Falcons win it back to the point. Hence behind his own net. Out to Heron at the half wall. Can't get control of it. Shot in. Loose in front. Shot goal. Falcons put in the power play goal. Looked to be through a mess of traffic and right over Uriah's shoulder. They will take a 2-1 lead here early in the second on a power play. Walked with the face-off. Heron at the blue line, puck up in the air. Kaiser there. Puck gets free to Teese. Teese reverses direction. Walker and walked. Walker takes a shot, misses wide of the net. Walk there on the rebound into the corner. Puck still loose. Falcons try to retrieve. Finally get position. There's a shot gloved by Ford and held for a face-off. Bucs trail 2-1. 10:30 left to go here in the period. Puck is loose, almost squirts in. Uriah didn't appear that he was ready for it. Pass clears the zone. No, it doesn't clear the zone. Referee says no. Hazel. Burke with it along the far boards. Loses it. Shot gloved by Ford and held. Another shot, misses wide of the net. Shizzle over at the half wall. Two Bucs next to each other. Puck squirts free into the corner. Backhand pass, takes a shot, hits Ford in the blocker. Pushes out to the corner. Centering pass, doesn't find anybody. Hazel chips it up. Says it's icing. Late call there by the official. Here we got a block by Grant. Walks on the shot from the point, going the other way with it. Takes it, misses wide net. Walk gets laid out. He is down. Walks is up, skating. Looking for a penalty. Says he was hit up high at the face. I believe he just got the wind knocked out of him. It was a very violent hit. Walker, Heron, Burke forwards. Walker with it. Burke backhand shot. Misses. Heron there. for the putback, but right into the body of the Falcons goalie. Heron to Walker behind the net. Walker with the wraparound, deflects wide. Backhand hits the side of the net. Puck finally squirts free. Tease out. Hence giving chase. We're going to get an icing call. We're going to wave off icing. Flick to Burke. Shot gloved by Ford and held. 8.5 to go here in the second. Physicality is starting to increase in this period from both sides. Kaiser behind the net. Pushes up against the board. Ewing can't get it out. There's a shot blocked by Ford. Rebound blocked by Ford. Comes out to the corner. Falcons retrieve. Send it to the point. Benning can't control. Shot goes behind the net to the half wall. Kaiser back. Puck goes behind the net. Redkemper pushes it out. Centering pass. Gets through one. Backside. Somebody was still there. Another centering pass. Shot. Ford can't get it in the glove. Goes down. Melee in front. Bodies are flying. Shizzle falls on the puck. Helps out the Bucs there. Ewing sends it down on net. Blocked away, so we're not going to get an ice. Falcons send it the other way to center ice. Cross ice pass intercepted by Ewing. Redkemper whiffs on the clear. Kaiser back to retrieve. Sends it along the half wall. Shizzle up to Benning. Turns it over at the blue line. Ewing leaves it. Redkemper body up against the boards. Benning tries to clear it out at the point, kept in by the Falcons. Kaiser with it behind his own net. It's a long diagonal, but clears the zone. Falcons changing. Redkemper can't get it out, bounces up off the ledge. Ewing with it. Lambert out on the ice. Ewing finally sends it in deep, goes for a change along with the rest of the Bucs. Lambert giving some chase. Ford pushes it in behind the net. Falcons with it. There's the pass, intercepted by Hazel in the middle. Gets it taken away from the backside, but the Falcons lose it to center ice. There's a shot wide of the net. Goes off into the corner. Walker there. Disrupts. Tries to clear it out to Heron. Can't get it there. Finally clears the zone. Falcons with it their own blue line. Lambert pressuring. Diagonal pass gets behind Walker. Heron poke checks it away to the wall. Shot forward right in the stomach. Gobbles it up. 5:30 left to go here in the second. Bucs still trail 2-1. Falcons win the face-off, takes a shot from the point, covered up by Ford, and we'll get another face-off. Face-off back to the point, Falcon miss hit. Ewing with it through center, Hentz with it through center ice. Carries it in along the boards. Down the line, hits the shot, hits the side of the net, comes back in front. Burke with the shot. Referee blows the whistle, thought it was, puck. The net. The net was dislodged right as Burke hit it. So we will reset and have a face-off here to the right of the Falcons goalie. Chisel pushes it around behind the net. Benning there. Falcons take the attacking zone. Hentz back on D. Backhand never gets through. Hentz tries to body into the boards. There's a shot. Misses wide of the net. Benning with it at the point. Can't get it clear the zone. Hazel back there. Chisel loses it at center ice to the Falcons. Falcons send it in behind the net. Puck is loose in front. Ford has it. It's no goal. No goal. Ford's on it. Referee's looking, says no goal. Referees say no goal. Puck was on the line. It was lost for a while. It wasn't even on the ice, and it must have fell out of Uriah's pads. Either way, we'll get a face-off. Bucs still trailing 2-1, 4 minutes and some change. Shot by the Falcons from the point. Teese clears it out. Walker up to Lambert. Lambert along the left side. Walker in front of the net. Puck cleared the zone, gathered by Kaiser. Puck is loose. Walker sends it in from the half line. Lambert there to chase behind the net. Over to Ewing. Walker with the shot. Goal! Jensen Walker! Goal over the glove side of the goalie. Lambert hustles behind the net. Passes to Ewing, deflected off. Jensen shoots it over the goalie's glove side. And the Bucs have tied it 2-2 here in the second with just under 3.5 to go. High pass in. Now it's covered up by Ford. It's on the ice, thought he had it covered, hit his pad and came back under his glove. Referees blew it pretty quickly after it hits his pad, but the result is the same. Face off to the right, 3:15 to go. Puck is loose behind the net. Ray Kemper pressuring. Shot sent in. Falcons got a player behind the end line there. We're going the other way. Walked with it, one-on-one. Goes to the high slot, takes a shot and scores! Sorry, Grant, but you got a goal on that one too, buddy. Grant takes it in a one-on-one, gets to the high slot to his forehand and hits it over glove side. Walked gets his second. I was just wondering if we were going to see him on the ice this game because he hadn't been on the ice for a couple shifts. But there he was. Bucs on top 3-2. Puck deep. Recamper gets it over to Heron at the half wall. Falcon gives chase. Heron carries it in, still up along the boards. Gets a body into the net. Centering pass intercepted by the Falcons. Good idea. Walked was sitting in the slot. Going the other way. Walked. Recamper Hence back. Falcon grabs it. Blockered away by Ford side to the half wall. Puck is loose center ice. Shizzles in a one-on-one. Takes a shot high over the net. Bucs, I believe, were changing. Two of them here at the point. Hence keeps it in. Burke there also. Puck squirts out of the zone. Benning there to retrieve. Burke with it. Takes it through the zone. Goes to his backhand. Puck is loose. Chipped in. Good job, Blake Recamper. Just enough of a poke check away. Then he keeps it in the zone. Good pressure. Good sequence there from Blake. Burke gets stood up inside the dots, and the Falcons are going the other way. Hence delays that pass just enough to slow it down. Nobody on the backside for the Falcons. Puck is loose. Shizzle hits it off the boards into center ice, clears the zone as the Falcons were changing. 1 minute to go here in the period. Got an offsides here at the blue zone. 55 seconds to go. Give a shout out to Scarlett. She's currently in a basketball tournament right now. They are winning their semifinal game 19-6. So it looks like they will advance to their championship game. Otherwise, you'd be getting a lot more jokes. Tease with it behind his own net. Puck is loose, squirts free along the near boards to the point, sent in by the Falcons. Two on the backside. Still there in the slot. Shot doesn't get through. Over to the corner. Tease backhands behind his net. Falcon's body is on the puck. Finally squirts free. We're going to get a penalty here on Hazel for interference. .20 seconds to go. Bucs will go on another penalty kill, up 3-2, 20 seconds to go here in the period. Ewing, Burns, Kaiser, and Hentz out on the ice for this penalty kill. Ewing wins the face-off. Cam Hentz lifts it high up in the air. No icing, down to 5 seconds to go. This is probably going to be the end of the period. Falcons play it up to their blue line, and that's going to be it. Lots of action in this period. Bucs on top 3-2 as we end the second. We'll be back for the third in just a moment. Here we are at the start of the third period. Bucs lead 3-2. Bucs will start on a penalty kill for another minute and a half. Shot by the Falcons misses wide. Goes into the corner. Here and there. Little pressure. Hits Hentz in front of the net. Hentz knocks it off the half wall. Sent back in by the Falcons to the corner. Hentz with it. In the corner. Delaying some time. Centering pass. Dangerous pass. Gets all the way through. Hentz backhands it out of the zone. It's going to go all the way down. We're going to get an icing call. .54 left on the penalty kill. Hentz gets it below the line, takes it behind his net. Tries to clear it, hits a Falcon. Ooh, tries to clear again, hits a stanchion and bounces back high over the net. Hare into the half wall with it. Gets taken out. Puck still loose in front. Hits Kaiser dangerously in front of the net to a Falcon, but 10 seconds to go. High shot up over the net. Walked with it, clears it out of the zone. Gathered by a Falcon. Penalty is over. Teams are back at full strength. Walker on the ice. Diagonal to walked, intercepted by the Falcons. Kaiser up along the near boards. Walker over there just to disrupt some action. Kaiser with it behind his net. Puck is in front. Falcons takes a shot, hits the crossbar, and goes up over the net. Not sure if Ford got a piece of that one or not, but the hits the crossbar, goes up into the netting, and we will get a face-off. Shot deflected off of Teese. Falcons with it. One in the middle. High shot from the point. Blockered by Uriah. Up over the, hits the crossbar, and we're going to get a high sticking call. Burke with it, tries to clear. Falcons get it, hit it right into the referee. Benning there, Burke is there. Might be the tallest kid on the ice, and those two are taking it to him. Shot gloved by Ford and held. Under 10 minutes to go here in the third. Ray Kemper and Teese on the ice, along with Lambert, Burns, and Ewing. There's a shot hit by a Falcon player. Was going on target, and he hit it down and made it go wide. Centering pass cleared out by Burns. Off the wall, it's going to angle straight to the goalie. No icing. Excellent geometry skills there, Brody Burns. Falcons retrieve and clear it down the other end. Ray Kemper there. Puck goes high over Lambert's head. Icing's waved off. Bucs finally get possession at this end. Has been a while. Just as I say that, the Falcons turn it around, going the other way. Hazel on his belly, using the stick to poke it away. Hence clears it along the half wall. Zone is cleared. Falcons up high and over, and that's no. He didn't call. Not sure what the call was there. I thought it was offsides, but maybe he didn't actually play the puck. Or it hit somebody that was offsides. Nonetheless, face-off zone in the neutral zone. Falcons hits Walker right in the gut. Gathered up by Walk on the left side. Heron streaking down the middle. Walker trailing. Walk loses it in the corner. Walker over there for help. Shot deflected by a Falcon, I believe, by Hentz. Puck zone is, I don't see that, there it is. It's still in the zone. Heron pokes it forward to a Falcon who sends it, hits him. Walk disrupts momentarily. Falcons go the other way with it. Walker back checking with Hentz. Hazel, we're going to go offsides. The Falcon fans are not happy with that call. It was very close. Falcons with it in the zone, taken into the high circles. Shot never gets through. Stick away by Ford. Giving chase. Shizzle there. Puck goes over his stick. Benning to the half wall. Flicks the backhand into a defender. There's a shot. Hits Ford. There's a goal. Looks like it was a deflection. Ford knocked it out first. Falcons hit it in. A Buck. Might have been a Buck skate or a stick. But nonetheless, the puck is in the back of the net, and we are tied with 7:45 to go here in the period. Heron's going to grab it on the half wall. Take it in along the far boards in front of his own net, or in front of his own bench. Backhands it over to Walker. Walker with a zero angle shot. Walks, not Walker. Shizzle in the corner with it. Teese hits the ice. Kaiser gets it taken away at the blue line. Back checked by Benning. We got an offside. No, we got an elbow. We're going to get an elbowing. We're going to go on a power play. Elbowing number 8 for Chesterfield. Must have happened behind the play. Referees are on it. Puck clears out of the zone, gathered up by Ray Kemper at the near boards. Going across the blue line to Hentz. Hentz flicks it up to Ewing. Ewing, Lambert, and Burns. Boston lines up. Shot misses left of the net. Hits the back of the goal and freezes. Ray Kemper with it. Flicks it up into the corner. Burns there. Tries to get a stick on it. Bullied away. Falcons retrieve. Send it along the half wall. No icing call. We're going to get Hentz and Ray Kemper. Hentz is there in the corner. Still a battle. Now there's 3 Bucs there. Come on, boys. Space out. When there's 3 of you at 1, 2 of you are open. Bucs, we're on the power play, boys. The Muppet line is out. Walker, walked, and Heron, Reckhemper, and Hentz on the D. Hentz carries it up. Out of the zone. Still with it. Leaves it for Reckhemper. Reckhemper pass over to Walkt. Walkt's going to try and take it in. Gets dispossessed. Walker there sends it in. Heron's going to give chase. Pass to Walker. Heron gets in front of the net. Walker's pass can't get to him. Intercepted in the slot by the Falcons. Turned over at the blue line briefly. We're going to get an icing. Falcons are going to change. 6 minutes to go here on the period. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Tied 3-3. Walker sends it around the net. Heron's going to give chase to it. Hard collision into the boards. Another shot, another icing. .25 to go on the power play. 5:50 left to go in the period. We will end in a draw if the score is tied. There will be no overtime or shootout. This is still considered pool play action. Pass to Hentz at the point. Low shot. Cleared by the Falcons. And Hentz and Kaiser in the back check. Hentz pulls it back at the blue line. Sends it to Heron. Center ice. Heron over to Walker. Walker chips it in behind the net. Heron's going to go give chase to it. Penalty is over. Teams are at full strength. Kaiser hits it with the skate. Disrupts the rush. Falcons retain possession. Puck loose to Benning on the far side. Hentz in the corner. Centering shot. Misses wide of the net. Great opportunity. Puck still free. Benning flicks it out of the zone. We're going to get an offsides flip. And we're going to get a change. .445 left to go in this highly contested match. Back and forth. Falcons win the faceoff, send it in deep at the goal line. Centering pass, nobody there. High shot from the point, hits Kaiser in the skate. Another centering pass. Very dangerous. Falcons with it, carry it behind the net. A centering pass through the backside. Squirts free. Shizzle tries to send it to the point. Shot misses wide of the net. Hazel flicks it high up over, not over the glass, into the corner. Falcons with it at the point. Shot in, misses wide of the net. Puck goes into the corner, caroms up the wall. Centering pass doesn't find its target, goes all the way down to the other end of the ice. Can't be icing because it was a pass. But it gives it time for the Bucs to change behind the play. Benning tries to get it intercepted. Teese keeps it in at the point. Shizzle pressures along the boards. Puck is cleared out. We're going to get no icing call. Reckhemper's going down. Falcons were in a change. Reckhemper with the shot. Hits the glove of the goalie. Bounces back. Falcons send it in behind the board, or behind the net. Reckhemper there gets blown into the glass. 3 minutes to go here in the period. Tied at 3s. Lambert tries to chip and chase, hits the defender. Puck goes the other way, and we're going to get an icing. Lots of action here in the third period. Only goal scored by the Falcons right now. Ewing in to take the face-off. Reckhemper Teese there, along with Burns and Lambert. Teese sends it in low deep to the slot. Intercepted. Falcons going the other way. Pass up. We're offsides. Misplayed the puck. Got into the zone. .240 left here in the period, in the game. Still tied 3s. Bucs haven't really sustained a lot of pressure in this period, but there's a shot. Hits forward. Gobbles it up. Waits for the whistle. Falcons win the face-off, high circles. Shot goes in, covered up by Ford. 2:24 to go. Another shot off of Ford's glove. Mishandled by the Falcons. Walked with it. Walker on the near side. Into the corner, Heron there. Gets picked away. Falcons going to go the other way with it. A lot of back checkers. Shot in on Ford, covers it up, earns the whistle. 2 minutes to go here in the period. Puck in the zone. Cleared out. Long diagonal. We're going to get an icing call. We'll keep it down here at this end. 1:42 left. Offensive zone face-off here. We've got Burns, Walked, Heron, Hentz, Kaiser. Walked wins it into the corner. Heron there, battling. Gets over Hentz's skate on the ledge. Going the other way, 2-on-1. Back checking is Walked. Kaiser pushes out to the corner. Dispossesses along the boards. 3 Falcons are now over there. There's a shot pushed away by Ford. Pass to the half wall broken up by Walked. There's a shot. Misses wide. Hence there. Centering pass in the slot. Backhand, forehand, backhand. Playing with it. Misses it wide left. 1 minute to go in the period. Falcons pass clears the zone. They send it back in deep. Hence. Can't control the puck, overskates it. Walked in a Falcon bodies, they're on the ice. Ewing with it. Heron flicks it ahead to himself. Gives chase, Falcons carried around the boards. Boston with a high backhand to the corner. Lambert over there. Boston clears. Lambert can't get enough stick on it. Goes in front. We've got 15 seconds to go. Kaiser with it. Don't play with it in front of her own net. Saved by Ford. 6 seconds to go. Ford comes up huge. What a save by Uriah Ford with 6 seconds to go. Turnover deep. Ewing with it. Hentz goes into the corner. 2-1. Puck is loose. No goal. And we're going to end in a try. Oh, what a game. Back and forth the entire game. Bucs had a chance. A couple hit the crossbar. Falcons with a big shot there at the end. Uriah Ford comes up huge. This one's going to end in a draw. Reminder tonight, we have an 8:15 game. One more today and one more tomorrow. We look forward to having you watch tonight, 8:15. We'll see you there. Go Bucs.